Let us learn about place value of numbers. It means the numbers will have different values when we keep in ones, different value in 10, different value in hundreds, and different value in thousands. As you see, we have 0, 0, 0, 0. 4 digits. So when we keep 1 in ones place, that means we have 1 block of cube. When we put 2 in ones place, that means we have 2 pieces of cubes. Number 3, 3 pieces of cubes. Number 4 means 4 pieces of cubes. 5 pieces of cubes. 6 pieces of cubes. 7 pieces of cubes. 8 pieces of cubes. 9 pieces of cubes. And now when we want to add one more and make it number 10, we move to the tens column. That means now each single block, we combine it and make it into one unit like this. So now each group of this block will represent one unit. So now let's see. We remove all numbers and keep them zeros. So when we put number 1 in the tens place, that means we have 10 blocks of cubes. It's one unit of 10 blocks altogether. 2 means 20. Then when we put 3 in tens, it means 30. We put 4 in tens means it's 40 blocks of cubes. When we put 5 in the tens, it means we have now 50 blocks of cubes. When we put 6 in the tens place, we now have 60 blocks of cubes with us. When we have 7 in the tens place, now we have 70 blocks of cubes. When we have 8 in there, that means we have 80 pieces of cubes. When we have 9 in the tens, we have 90 blocks of cubes. Now, if we want to add one more, then we have to move it to the hundreds place because now the number is 100. So this we will represent by this block now. So now this block will represent 100 blocks together. So now let's see. When we put number 1 in the hundreds place, that means we have 100 cubes with us. When we put 2 in the hundreds column, that means we have 200 blocks. 3 in the hundreds place means we have 300 cubes. Number 4 in the hundreds place means we have 400 cubes. Number 5 in the hundreds place means we have 500 cubes. Number 6 in the hundreds place gives 600 cubes. Number 7 in the hundreds place gives 700 cubes. Number 8 in the hundreds place is 800 cubes. Now let's put number 9 in the hundreds place. That means we have 900 cubes. We add 100 more, that makes it 1000. So now we will move it into the thousands column. And now we will use this blue piece of block to represent 1000 pieces of cubes instead of all these blocks. So let's move them away now. So now this block represents 1000 blocks. So that means when we keep number 1 in the 1000s place, now we have 1000 cubes with us. When we put number 2 in the thousands place, that means we have 2,000 blocks with us. When we put number 3, we have 3,000. When we put number 4 in the thousands column, we have 4,000. When we put number 5 in the thousands, we have 5,000. When we put number 6 in the thousands column, we have 6,000. When we put number 7 in the thousands column, that means we have 7,000 blocks. When we put number 8 in the thousands column, that means we have 8,000 cubes. So now we put number 9 in the thousands place, that means we have 9,000 pieces of cubes with us. Now we want to add 1,000 more to the blocks, then now we will have 10,000 pieces of cubes. We learned that numbers change value when kept in different places in different columns of ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Now let's see how the same number can have different value in different columns of these ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. 1 in ones place means we have 1 piece of cube with us. The same number 1, if we put it in the tens place, then that means we have 10 pieces of cubes with us. Now, if we put the same number 1 in the hundreds place, then that means we have 100 cubes with us. Now, the same number 1 I will keep in the thousands column. What's the difference? It means now I have 1,000 cubes with me. So this is how the same number can mean it has different values in different columns of ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Let's practice some problems of place value of numbers together. I have number 1 in the thousands column. So I have 1,000 blocks with me. The value of 1 in thousands is that we have 1,000. Then we put 4 in the hundreds place. That means we have 400 more blocks with us. Now in total we have 1,400. Now let's put 2 in the tens column. What difference does it make? It means that we will have to add 20 more cubes. So the ones column is still empty. That's why we have 0 in there. So how many cubes do we have now? 1,420 cubes are with us. Okay, so now I'll remove these blocks and let's try out a different problem. Let me remove the blocks and the numbers that we just solved. So now the value of each column is 0 again. 0, 0, 0, 0. Now let's try another problem. Let's keep number 5 in the hundreds place. What does it mean? It means we have 500 blocks of cubes. Let's add number 5 in the thousands column. That means we have 5,000 blocks of cubes more. So now 5,500 are the total number of cubes we have. Now let's put some numbers in the tens column. The same number, number 5. That will make it 50. So it means that we have 50 more pieces of cubes. Very good, you are correct. Now, 5,550 are the total number of cubes with us. Let's put number 5 in the ones column and see. Here, I put number 5 in the ones column, which now means that I have 5 more pieces of the cubes. So now in total, how many pieces of cubes do I have? 5,555. Very good. Let's solve another problem in the same way. Let's keep number 2 in the thousands place. That means we have 2,000 cubes with us. I will leave the hundreds place empty, so the number will be 0 in there. Let's keep number 2 in the tens place. So now that means I have 20 more cubes. So 2,020 is the total number of cubes that we have now. The board is now ready for another problem. Now let's try again. I put number 1 in the thousands place. It means I have 1,000 blocks with me. I then put number 2. 200 more blocks. 1,200 is the total number of blocks we have right now. If I put number 3 in the tens place right now, that means I have 30 more blocks with me. Now 1,230 is the total number of blocks I have with me. When I put number 4 in the ones place, now I have 4 more pieces of the blocks. So 1,234 is the total number of blocks that I have with me right now. Here, we took a number, gave it a place, and then put the blocks in as per the value of the number in that place. Let us see if we have properly understood the concept that we just practiced. Let's take a number 7, and put it in the thousands place. That means we have 7,000 blocks with us. That's correct. 7,000 blocks. Here we know that each block there represents 1,000 blocks together. So now we have 7,000 blocks. We will leave the hundreds value as 0, tens value as 0, and keep number 7 in the ones place. What does it mean? It means 7 pieces of cubes has been now added. The total number of cubes, 7,007 cubes. Alright, let's try a different approach now. So instead of numbers, we will put blocks first in here. In thousands, I put 1 block. In hundreds, I put 1 block. In tens, I put 2 blocks. And then in ones, I put 3 blocks. So now, looking at the places that these blocks are assigned to, can you tell me what number do we have? What number of cubes? 1,123. 1,123. This is how we solve. Now let's try one more with this approach. We will put the blocks first and then we have to find out the number. Let's try one more time. Let's see if you got it correct. 2 in the thousands, 1 in the hundreds, 1 in the tens, and 2 in the ones. So the number we have is 2,112. Very good. This is how we solve. So let's go on and move on to the next problem. So let me remove these blocks and clear the board again so that we can solve more problems. Let's check your answer. 3 in thousands, 2 in hundreds, 2 in tens, and nothing in ones means 0. So 3,220 is the correct answer. Very good. What is the number? Let's check your answer. 1 in thousands, 2 in hundreds, 3 in tens, 3 in ones. So that means the number is 1,233. 1,233. That's the correct answer. Very good.